Salutations, my name's Kartosael and welcome back to another episode of the Dark Trilogy, an FTB Minecraft mod pack. So the last couple of episodes we have been working on both natural stuff, a bit of the technological stuff, exploration of the Twilight Forest and our beautiful AE system. I think I forgot to show the second grave, but there it is. And this is working just fine. It still needs some fine tuning, technically, because since last episode, no time in game has passed. So we are right where we left off. So we've done those two as of late, so it's time to get back to a bit of magic. Not Thaumcraft, not Britannia. Britannia is kind of cool. It has a few nifty gadgets, but either I'm not really getting them all quite yet, or I find better alternatives elsewhere. So we are going to start a new mod today. One that is called Blood Magic. Now this is a very extensive mod. There are a lot of things you can do in here. And I don't even know about half of them. So I've been looking up a little bit. I mean, I don't even know what that is. No, some of these things. Oh wow, must have been updated since the last video I saw. But there's so much to it, and we will be getting into some of it today. Like a start. The first thing we are going to need is called an altar. Now there are different types of altar, but the only one we need right now is this guy. So if possible, of course, we do not have smooth stone. Bother. Actually, you just grab a couple of stacks. No, that may not be. Where did that go? Where am I? Oh, I was shift clicking. Let's just throw a bit of stone in there. Might as well throw a bit of cobble in there for crafting purposes. And now we should be able to craft it like so. Or, you know, not. Whatever. Pretty sure I made the furnace. Yes. Smooth. That's just called stone, isn't it? There. Diamond. And gold. And there we go, we have our blood altar. Our start into blood magic. So you just place it down. And it allows you to do absolutely nothing. It doesn't have a GUI. You need something else. Something called a sacrificial dagger to get started, at least. Go away recipe. Sacrificial knife. That one. Do you work? You do not. Oh, right. Shift clicking! I did it wrong all this time. Please do not say that out loud. No, I do not have a chest in here just yet. I swear that that was a sound effect I was not hoping to hear. Fine, we'll just grab a chest because it's always useful to have the mod related stuff close by. No, that's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Of course, it's almost night. So, as the name kind of suggests, blood magic. Yeah, it's almost night. There's a little interface bug. You can equip this, but it doesn't really want to work unless you do it again. Equip it, unequip it, because there's a hotkey to go to this extra bar. So usually useful stuff like that. Do not need at the moment. Blood magic is a mod that allows you to do a great deal of things. However, it all requires something called life points. That is stored, at least for now, in this blood altar. If I right click close by with a sacrificial dagger, I will lose 1 health. You can see my heart down there disappear. Like so. And you start to generate some blood or life points, whatever you want to call it. Yes, I would like that back, thank you. Rendering bugs all around. Whatever. So that was that. Let's just get started. Actually, it's gonna take a while before we can use anything else as a proper source of blood. It's a bit of a sadistic mod, I suppose. What we're also going to need to get started is a weak blood orb. This is very important. It's like, well, it's not necessarily like a wrench, but pretty close. So you can see for blood magic recipes like this, you have something that you throw into an altar. Is a tier 1 altar. The next will require tier 2, tier 3, etc. So upgrading we will of course get to later. And it requires 2000 life points. Now we do not yet have the ability to see how much life points is in there. We actually will need... I kind of hate the fact that this resets every time I look into this guy. Well, whatever. Oh dear. There is a way to check how much is in that, and that's a definition signal, but as you can see you also really need an orb for that. The weak orb is the easiest to get, actually the only one you can get. So let's try and throw a diamond in there. I kind of want you not on that bar. And now you can see that the item is slowly... stupid rendering. Is slowly getting turned into its proper item because of the red swirls. As soon as it's done, it will explode in red swirls, I believe. I really hate not being able to see the progress or anything. Yeah. Get on. I have no idea how long this takes. Because this is my first foray into... oh dear. You have white particles. Which means that it does not have enough life points. And some progress is lost, much like Thaumcraft actually. If you do not have enough items, do not have the right items on the pedestals, it will drain more and more sentia. The same way, if you do not have enough life points, it will lose progress. So now we have this guy. Great. I accidentally right-clicked it, although that's exactly what I wanted to do. Because now you can see that I am the current owner. With just about anything that uses life points, you need to first... excuse me, my throat today not the best. You need to right-click it and make it set it yourself as an owner. Much like every player that has a special string, a list attached to their character file that says this is your ender chest content. That's why you can access your ender chest from anywhere. Something similar goes for blood magic. You have a soul network, a personal storage of life points, which in this case is 0 until you cannot charge it just willy-nilly. You can only charge it with this guy. So if I right click now, I will actually add it to my personal storage, which is not the same as this one. Or I can add it in here and it will slowly drain from the altar instead and store it into my personal network, which is all very difficult to show you because I have not yet got this guy. So let's make this guy so we can actually see what's going on. Well, glass, not too bad. Apprentice orb, you have that, or not the apprentice, but we have a weak blood orb. And we need a blank slate. Just some stone in the altar, 1000 life points. That'll do it. That's why I brought the stone. And that's why this is going in there. So here's to hoping we have enough, but let's just add some more. You can kill yourself with this. It will not stop if you have like half a heart or heart. No, it will just blatantly kill you. So be careful. Oh, it's done already. Completely oversaw that. There we go. We have this guy. Should be able to make a sigil of divination. Sigil. There you go. Where did my slate go? Well, odd. Yay, now we get the sigil of divination, which will allow us to actually see stuff. So what does it tell us? Peer into the soul to get the current essence. So if I right click, it shows me your current essence is 1174, which is a really strange amount. So if I right click with this guy, that's just one too many, I get 1374. If I use this dagger while not near that guy, it does not increase the amount of life points in there. Oh, it actually shows me a little bar over here. That's new. So it shows me just how big a percentage of my life force I have. Do that again. And this will show us, you know, Altus current essence, 2500, not bad. Altus current tier, 1 capacity, 10,000. So what can you do with a tier 1 guy? And we can actually throw this in there and see it decreasing and my personal storage increasing. So I do not necessarily require a lot of personal storage right now. I will in the future, because then you need to use stuff. What can we do with this tier 1 guy? Well, there are a couple of sigils we can make. Namely, I think only 3, to be honest. The divination one. And there might be more. It's air. No, air is a tier 2. As you can see, this guy uses tier 2. Tier 2. That's tier 3. Tier 4. That's just a combination. Wow. Void sigil. It's tier 2 then. Lots of high tier stuff. Yeah, that's divination. Unnamed. So yeah, only these 3. Water sigil, lava sigil, and divination. There you are. Even you? Yeah. This allows you to place water anywhere for the cost of just a little bit of life points. This will allow you to place lava anywhere at the cost of quite a lot of life points. And you can also make this guy. It's a bit expensive, the lava crystal. You can store, well, if you can use this in a furnace, and instead of using fuel, it will use your life points, which is kind of a cool concept. But that's all you can do with the simple tier 1 blood altar. To upgrade to a tier 2 blood altar, we need 8 of these blood runes, which are more of a hassle than anything else. Just need 16 blank slates, which is a lot of life essence. Let's just hope I'm close enough. So I will prepare for that and be back when that's done. Of course you need an empty hand, because reasons. Here we are, we have our 8 blood runes, like so. As you can see, this item is not consumed. It's more just like a method to make sure that you are in the right tier when crafting stuff. Now I am going to place this guy 1 up, which isn't necessary, but I just wanted to. And I'm also going to shift it over a little bit. There we go. We place these around them. Yes, by the way, if you wondered, I did manage to miss the fact that on top of my screen, Wayla could just tell me exactly how much was in there. And now it shows it has no life points. I drained that beforehand. And it is now inside tier 2, which allows us to create these guys, which are needed in a lot of things apparently. Oh, it's not showing me the sigils, is it? Oh, it is. Shaped orb crafting is special. Void, I think you can destroy source blocks. And sigil allows you to fly forwards a bit. Fast miner is actually just haste 2, but it will continuously drain your life points. Rune of sacrifice, rune of self-sacrifice, and ritual stones, which is great and all, but for rituals we need to, which are very cool, which is actually one of the first things I want to go for. You need this guy, which is tier 3. Yeah. But by golly, they're expensive. Yeah, they are expensive. Another thing we can now make in tier 2 is, where is the guy? This guy, the dagger of sacrifice. Yeah, we can now throw a sword in there, an iron sword, and a lot of life force. Ouch, that's not enough. Iron sword. Do I have sticks in here? I do not. Was also not how you made the sword. Oh well. There we go. See how much energy is inside, how much life points. Now it doesn't show me. Oh, I need... no. Strange. How very strange. Oh, maybe it's as long as you have this guy in your inventory? Yeah, I guess that's the case. 1400. That's not enough. Though as you could have seen, the capacity is still 10,000. That did not change. You cannot throw in more life points just because it's a bigger tier. Which is unlike many mods. But to get that going, you need to get more insight. You need rune of capacity, which we cannot make yet even. So, do you have enough now? No. Ow. So I'm going to make that sacrificial blade thingy and be right back. The blade is finished. The dagger of sacrifice. Now this isn't a very powerful weapon. It deals 1 damage. That's not really going to count for much now, is it? However, it does have another ability. And stop fretting, you cow. You only got stabbed once. Come on. Come then. There we go. Good cow. Like cow to the slaughter. Except completely... literally. So if we try and kill something close to it, it instantly dies and it feeds some life points into this guy. More than if we just cut ourselves. Not a terrible amount, but still, you don't have to cut yourself. That's an improvement, isn't it? But I did not really have a large supply of creatures just laying around. So that's going to be a problem, though it's a problem we might be able to address somehow. Yeah, I'm not quite sure yet how. I'm sure there is a way. Like some kind of breeder and whatnot. Using thermocraft lamps. Yeah, that might work. But that's a lot of work. And I do not have the technology to do that just yet. So, what does tier 2 allow us to do? Well, it gives us access to a couple more sigils, which is so great and whatnot. And I believe it gives us access to this guy, a chemical chemistry set, which allows us to make much more powerful potions. Though, that's not really high on my list of things to craft. Believe it or not. Bucket of blood. Nice. There we go. Only 2 pages left with only blood magic. But it will allow you to do stuff like that, and we'll get into that eventually, but just not today. There are a lot of things in here I do not understand. What I do understand is that we kind of need to get to tier 2, no, the other one, 3, as soon as possible. However, that will require 20 more of these. Which is 40 more of these. Which is a total of way too many life points. Aggravatingly enough. How much is in there? Oh wow. Workmen outside my window. Remember that I said I wouldn't be bothering with the alchemy yet? Well, I had a change of heart. Because you know what would be really useful when I'm standing here stabbing myself all the time? Just to get a little bit of power in here. Health potions. That would be very useful. So to get started, I want a better bottle. So you just put an empty bottle in here, 2000 life points. And it should give me a flask. There we go. Well, that's one ingredient down. As you can see, I've collected quite a lot of stuff. This is what I found in chests around the world. I could use some of them, but for demonstration purposes I will use the other ones. Next thing we need to create the potion is the flask, the potion item, in this case the glittering mount for instant health, and what is called a weak binding agent. Now, to craft that we need clay. That's pretty easy. And a simple catalyst. Now, simple catalyst requires 2 redstone, 1 gunpowder, and 2 glowstone. And sugar, I believe. Well, that's 1 too many, because we do need 2 of them. Can I? Oh yeah, I can do that. Something like this. Does this work? You can see the items in there. But does it work? Progress 0%. Sugar on top. Does it work now? Progress 0%. Only one at a time? That would be really bad. Oh, wait. Got the solution. Don't worry. Where did I put my solution? Where did I put my orb? Where did I put my orb? Did I put it in here? I sure did. Wow. That was silly. You need to be in there. Yay. See, now it has an actual progress. And it has more progress. Great, so you can throw stacks in there. Now we should have 2 of these. Having slight difficulty updating. No progress. So the order does matter. I'm using a weak blood orb still. I need the apprentice one. Oh, bother. I need this guy. How much is that? 5,000. We can do that. And an emerald. Let's throw some in there. Oh, that's enough. More than enough. So you can see you really do need the proper... we do not have many emeralds, do we? You do need the proper orb, or otherwise it's just not going to do anything. Throw you in there. And wait a bit. Here we go. You have now the apprentice orb. It's not connected yet. Ouch. Now it is. If we take a look at this tablet now, you can see we only have a sliver of our maximum in here. So we still have 2000 because we now use the apprentice orb, we have increased our potential storage. And now this thing is cooking up. Great. So that provide us with a weak catalyst. It sure does. Now we take the flask, the glistening melon. And that should brew up. And it does. Amazing. And now we have a potion flask of instant health. Now, this is not all you can do with these potions. In fact, you can add more effects. So let's say that apart from instant health, I would also want to give regeneration. Well, what I would do then is add one of these, binding agent, and a ghast tear, which technically I could do. However, because the more effects you want to add, the more difficult it will become. There's in fact a chance of it blowing up. Literally. So let's not do that. And now it's only instant healing 1. We can upgrade that by using these things. The mundane power crystal. This upgrades it, but as you can see it requires quite a few things to make. But that might be worth it. So now we can just stabby ourselves and take a swig of this potion. And it heals us a tiny bit. Tiny bit more. Yeah, we need to upgrade that, definitely. And now it still has 5 swigs left, which is really useful. We do have one of these, why not just use them? And we need this, because the logic behind this is you want to upgrade this flask, this effect, with this. It actually works. So if you have 2 effects, the one you want to upgrade is the item you throw in there. So now we have instant health 2. Now if you had a stronger power booster, we could increase that power, of course, but we do not. Another thing I want to do is replace these guys. And you'll see in a bit why. Now it's just down to tier 1. Because we broke this multi-block. And I want to do this. And I believe we need it like so. This? Yeah, now we get speed runes. You can upgrade your altar with various things. For right now we can only upgrade these 4 runes. Like this. Takes a while for it to understand that, hey, you have been restored to a tier 2. Yeah, there we go. And now it should infuse a lot faster. Yeah, it does. Done already. Why does it keep draining? That's a bit silly. I think it drains more life points, which would be very saddening. Or it's a bug that it keeps draining. Ah, strange. Well, this is a good test. Still 1,000? It's still 1,000. But it's so much quicker now. What? Yeah, I thought it was... Well, whatever. Let's throw down some swigs of potion again. Oh dear. Charged up some more. Swig. And now it is empty. Now what do we do? If you have put a lot of effects on that guy, that's of course going to be such a bummer. I need to restore those. Because this is an amount of things I still need to upgrade this guy to tier 2. 3 even. So yeah, it's empty now. It's a bit of a bummer. What if you like have 6 effects? It would be amazing if you managed that. All upgraded, and it's empty. Well, you can refill it with these guys. Well, of course, the higher, the more it refills. Weak filling agent. We need a simple catalyst again. I have a feeling we are going to require a great deal of those. So let's produce a great deal of those. 10 of those and 10 of those. Let's just make 10 of those agents. And it's night again, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Believe it was something like this. Yes, yes it was. So let's sleep. I have returned this to my inventory so you can just look at it and see how much is inside. And are you done yet? Nope. It's a bit of a time consuming mod, it appears. Definitely. And life consuming too. 93%. Can you hold more than 5? Or are you just being silly? Or am I oh, dang it, I did not want that to happen. Oh dear. I'm being derpy. I am missing something. I suddenly have this strange urge that this costs life essence. Does it cost life essence to brew? It does cost life essence to brew. That's a good thing to know. Bit of a pity I discovered that sort of. And why did you keep on draining? Oh bother. Yeah. I'll be back once I finished brewing. Here we go. We should be producing this guy now. Or, you know, I did something wrong. Magicians, Master, Archmage, Transcendent, Magicians. Oh dear, you need a tier 3 to make this. And I have 500 life. Well, that's a pity. I did not know that. Now we do know that. So, we need a Magician's Orb, and for that we are going to need a level 3 Blood Altar. But that's all we're going to do for today. As you can see, I'm completely new to this mod. I'm sorry for derping around. It must have been somewhat painful to watch. Certainly for me. Bother. Well, regardless, thank you all very much for watching. I do hope to see you again next time. By which I would probably have upgraded this thing. Goodbye.